Hi everyone, I'm Kim Kalunian.
And I'm Ted Nesi.
You may know us as members of WPRI's 12 News team, but today we're playing a different role.
We're here to welcome you to Festival of Meals, which is Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island's annual fundraiser to support its services that help homebound Rhode Island seniors age healthily and independently.
Meals on Wheels could not hold the event in person this year due to COVID-19, but they still need to raise $30,000 to help fund their home-delivered meal program.
So in the next half hour, you'll hear directly from their clients about how the program helps them get enough to eat, make sure they're safe in their home, and gives them a reprieve from the isolation they face as homebound Rhode Islanders.
You'll also hear about how you can make a difference in the lives of these homebound seniors by making a donation today to support Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island.
And you might be surprised to learn a donation of just $35 will help provide a week's worth of meals to one homebound senior.
And that because Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island is an independent nonprofit, every dollar donated goes directly to helping a Rhode Island senior who needs help.
We hope you enjoy Festival of Meals, and please stay tuned after the show to learn more about how you can be a Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island delivery hero.
Hi, I'm Kevin Melanzi. I'm the board chairman here at Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island. I'm coming to you this year to ask you for support for our annual event. Because of the pandemic, we are not going to be able to do our typical in-person formatted event. This platform is going to allow us to reach the necessary people to continue to fund our program in the ways that we need to continue our services. I'd like to thank our three premier sponsors this year who have stepped up and provided vital financial support to our event. Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, Scott Volkswagen, East Providence, and Trio Community Meals.
Our mission is to meet the nutritional and other special needs of seniors to help them maintain their independence.
Without Meals on Wheels, I'd be back in the hospital.
It's not just, here's your meal, goodbye, that sort of thing. They really care.
I don't know what I'd have done without him. He saved my life.
The mission of Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island is to meet the nutritional and other special needs of seniors to help them maintain their independence. We're best known for our home-delivered meal program that provides a nutritious meal accompanied by a life-saving safety check and an opportunity for socialization. Last year, we served over 308,000 home-delivered meals to clients statewide. Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island serves homebound older adults, those who are unable to shop or prepare food for themselves. Without Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island, they may not have access to a nutritious meal or even enough to eat. Each year, we serve over 2,500 clients with a home-delivered meal and an additional 595 clients through our Capital City Cafe program. That program provides more mobile seniors with an opportunity for socialized dining and a meal that meets 1/3 of their dietary requirement. During our COVID-19 response, we've surged our home-delivered meal delivery from 1,200 meals a day to almost 4,000 meals a day. Our services have been needed much more than ever, and we know that that need's not going away, which is why today we're talking about raising more money to prepare for the aging population that's going to be in greater need of our services. We all now have a better idea of what it's like to feel homebound, what it feels like to not have access to nutritious foods, to have difficulty getting to the grocery store. And so that's the reason why we're turning to people and asking them to help us continue to grow our home-delivered meal program into the future.
Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island has a tremendous mission,
And the mission of Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island, the mission of Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island are highly aligned. And I'm just thrilled to be able to bring some of my expertise as a physician to the strategic mission of Meals on Wheels and see whether we can continue to even further impact the lives of the seniors that Meals on Wheels serves.
During the pandemic, it got pretty precarious. I called it organized chaos. Every facility was concerned about COVID and the safety of their employees, the safety of their drivers. And through all that, we always delivered meals to the Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island people. In fact, the state of Rhode Island, Kevin Malanzi and Meg were an integral part of actually adding another 2,500 meals per day to service the clientele that they got a meal every day in Rhode Island. So I thought that was a great feat on their part to accomplish that, and we're proud to be part of that.
We decided to support Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island after speaking with a member of the board and who shared some of the work that they're doing, and we thought it worked really well with what we do in transportation and some of his challenges. We felt we could fill in some gaps there and help out.
Older adults are at increased risk for food insecurity for a number of reasons. First of all, transportation. As many people get older, they're unable to drive or they lose their ability to ambulate in the neighborhood. They may not have access to a food source in the neighborhood. They can't walk to a restaurant or a food store. So access is a vulnerability that becomes more pronounced when you lose your ability to walk or walk distances or drive. So that's one of the things. The other thing is some elderly people live at home. They're afraid to go out. Safety in the home is very important to people. They want to make sure they're safe. Meals at Wheels does a great job in helping older people stay at home safely and make sure that it addresses issues like food insecurity by delivering meals. It addresses the issues of loneliness, because when the meals are delivered, the volunteers check in on people, say hello, chat a bit. Even in the age of COVID, it may be a little different, but it's there. And then the third thing it does is help people stay at home safely.
The retina detached and I could never get the sight back. I couldn't do the work I was doing as a nurse's assistant, so I decided to go on disability. I heard about Meals on Wheels and I thought, being legally blind, it would be a wonderful opportunity for me to get meals, and being limited in transportation and other things, that Meals on Wheels would be a great program.
My dad's lived in Rhode Island his entire life. He is a Korean veteran. Unfortunately, he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's probably about 9 years ago. Him receiving Meals on Wheels really helped him to stay in his apartment for the last couple of years before I actually had to place him. You know, I knew he was getting good meals on a daily basis. They were easy for him to prepare, and even with his dementia, Alzheimer's, he still had the capabilities of putting those meals into the microwave and could handle doing that. Meals on Wheels was wonderful.
I didn't have the money to go, the time or the money to go to the store and pick up everything, so it helped. The Meals on Wheels helps to keep me healthy, because I'm always short of a meal.
I receive Meals on Wheels because in the bad weather it's impossible to get out. I don't drive, and I find the wheel come in handy to get here. Sunshine, rain, snow, and that's really better for the elderly, I think.
So Meals on Wheels is checking on not only seniors' meals, but also checking to make sure that they are okay, that they're safe in their homes. And this aligns so closely with Neighborhood's mission to serve people who fall into the safety net, who need this care, and who are at risk for both food insecurity and social isolation.
I was cleaning my bedroom closet and I slipped from the wheelchair, but I managed to turn myself enough to land on some blankets, but I couldn't get back up into the wheelchair. And the bracelet I had on didn't work, so I couldn't get help from anybody. And when Jim came the next day, he found me and got me help. I don't know what I'd have done without him. He saved my life. I was totally dehydrated. I'm grateful to be alive.
That is wonderful, because I've had a couple of times where I couldn't get out of bed and they noticed me. They could, knocking, and calling my name, and they didn't hear me, but they heard the TV and everything, so they called Meals on Wheels, and they called the rescue. They came over to check on me, and of course I need to go to the hospital. So it's a real good program.
But he used to stop by anyway, you know, check on me, make sure you're all right. That's just what he would say.
It's not just, hi, here's your meal and goodbye. You know, they do spend a couple of minutes saying, how are you today? Or is everything okay? Is there anything I can do? You know, that sort of things.
It was so nice having Meals on Wheels, because besides my 2 phone calls per day to check on him, it was also a relief to have them come in the middle of the day and knowing that he was also checked on at that particular time. You know, I did get a few phone calls because he would disappear in the lounge area of the building. I always had a feeling of, you know, he was okay.
One of the greatest things about having the drivers is, and living alone in an apartment, you have safety, because if the driver can't get a hold of the person they're visiting, right away they call Meals on Wheels, and right away Meals on Wheels calls my contact person, and my contact person follows up. So not only do I have a medical alert, but I also have a safety with the drivers from Meals on Wheels.
Well, we know that these people rely on receiving these meals, so reliable transportation is critical, not just for the food delivery, but for the relational aspect of it. They like to see, have the relationship with the people who are being delivered the meals to, so we feel very honored to be able to get them there so we can help maintain these relationships that are so important for these older people.
My thing that I really, really appreciate is the drivers. They see us every day. They see our moods. They know when we're hurting. They know when something is bothering us. And they are our lifeline to the outside world. And they tell us about the weather or different things that are going on.
Well, I live alone, and I don't have any family. My driver comes to visit me every day, and a lot of them make me laugh with what you need. But they actually come in, they're happy, they're smiling. I went to Alaska a few years ago. One old lady went to Alaska. We talk about it. And the other ones talk about other things that we discuss. So I wait till they come back and tell them something new.
It depends on the season, you know, like we talk a little football. It makes life a little more pleasurable. You're going to see someone, and up until the coronavirus, he never failed to shake my hand.
I'm always happy to have Jim come every day. I look forward to his visits because he's always happy. He's always checking on me. You need anything done today? You need a window open? You need me to open a jar? Yes, he's always there. I'm grateful for the help I've gotten. Oh, I've had a lot of good ones, and then there was one fella, Roger. There was 2 Rogers, but one of them, he used to come in, I'm home, Ma.
So it was really nice when the driver would show up. It gave him an interaction with someone else, to have a conversation instead of him just sitting in his apartment all day being completely alone. And it was nice to have someone to talk to.
And of course, I have wonderful, wonderful deliverers.
She's so nice. You want me to leave this with you?
Everybody gets lonely, especially living alone. Everybody gets lonely. Everybody's concerned about different things, now especially during the pandemic. So it's great to have somebody come to your door. with the meal, but also how are you today? Are you feeling good? Are you safe? Anything you need from Meals on Wheels.
It's not just, here's your meal, goodbye, that sort of thing. They really care.
Every time I come here, she brightens my day. She gives me a good lift in life, and we have a good day every day. It's a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Hello, my name is Don Lincoln. I drive for Meals on Wheels. I volunteered 2.5 years. Later, they called me back and said, "You still looking for another job?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Well, we got a job for you here." I said, "Doing what?" I said, "Doing what you're doing now, delivering meals." I said, "Delivering meals and get paid?" I said, "That's crazy." And they know I'm coming because they only ask who it is. They just open the door for me. They said to live life is to learn. And I learned that we need each other. I don't care what color you are, what race you are, what nationality you are. We all need one another. Hello there, how you doing?
Pretty good, you?
All right. Okay. Where's your husband?
He's cleaning up, he got up late.
Oh, okay then. You have a good day. Okay. God gave me this job. And oh God, it's like, and this helps me give. This is another way of giving back. And I believe that God gave me this job because He knows my heart. I love to give. It's not about the money. I love giving, and this is what I do.
Getting on the board 4 years ago, I had a pretty good understanding of how the program worked, from the operational side to the delivering down to the finances of how these meals are paid for. And one of the things as a board member that I've really tried to articulate to people is sort of our funding formula and how we actually come up with the funds to be able to deliver these meals on a daily basis. Our agency needs to fundraise a fair amount of money to cover the cost of these meals. How the funding works is that we really need people to make donations and help us out. Our ultimate goal is to continue to feed more people. And one of the things we highlight at the agency is the cost of putting someone in a nursing home on a daily basis is almost 15 times the cost of feeding someone a meal that they can eat at their home, at their leisure, with a safety check.
We're hoping that the people watching this program today will help us raise over $30,000 for our home-delivered meal program between now and the end of the year. A contribution of $7.41 supports a home-delivered meal to one of our clients. $35 would support a week worth of meals to a senior in need. And if you can, $2,000 would support a year's worth of meals to a home-delivered client.
The nutritional requirements of the older adult is different than when you're younger, so the menus are designed to meet those specific needs. That's number one. And number two, you'll find that a lot of the older adults, they have a lot of special dietary needs that we meet, such as it could be lactose-free meals, it could be ground, it could be pureed, it could be chopped. So we try to be able to provide enough of the type of meals for the seniors so that they could stay home and enjoy their home rather than having to go possibly to a nursing home.
All the meals have been good. I haven't had any meals that I didn't really care for, so they've done a great job as far as that's concerned.
He was very appreciative of those meals, and they were great meals. It had everything in them that he needed. You know, vegetables, protein. They were very well put together.
So last night we had the roast beef. It was delicious. Rare. It was blood dripping.
I'm very happy with the meals. I can't complain.
The meals are good. I like them. You know, the variety is good. I like the caterer. Yeah, you just have to warm it up, and like I said, you get a nutritious meal. You get the vegetables, you get the whatever the meat is, and if it's a cold plate, you get a sandwich and salad, and I like it very much.
And as large as I am, their meals suffice me, right there. I don't find anything wrong. They've got a couple of different ways they cook chicken. They never miss putting vegetables. Asparagus, broccoli, carrots. Sometimes I eat the vegetables first. There's always a drink and always dessert.
We either get fruit or you get diabetic Jell-O or pudding or diabetic cookies.
We're able to take the dietary requirements, no additional sugars and no additional sodiums, and we're able to blend very good fresh ingredients and a good variety of ingredients that actually makes the meals very tasty. There's a good variety of ethnicity, which kind of blends from a flavor profile, a tasty meal for the senior to eat. Our menus are super diverse. We have anything from meatloaf to cheese raviolis to roasted turkey. We actually have a turkey Thanksgiving Day, roasted pork loin. We have a little bit of Asian inspiration. So there's a lot of really good diversity to our menus that appeal to a wide variety of appetites and gives the senior something to look forward to. We deliver the meals chilled throughout our program at Meals on Wheels. Because depending on the delivery schedule, where someone might not be hungry when they particularly get the meal, or maybe they've just woken up or they're just not quite ready to eat, the meal coming in a cold pack allows them to sort of heat it up at will. And it has a reasonably lengthy shelf life of a couple of days, keep it safely refrigerated. It's fully cooked, but it's just not heated up and delivered to them hot. The other good part about our program is that if you don't have a microwave, we'll get you one.
Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island not only provides a nutritious meal and a life-saving safety check, additional programs support older adults in various ways. The Centerville Bank Emergency Meal Program provides each client with a box of shelf-stabled meals each fall. Our clients have these meals should unforeseen circumstances like a snow day prevent us from a daily meal delivery. Our pet food program helps clients feed their cherished dog or cat companions who provide invaluable comfort and joy. And our Senior Wish program gives to clients everyday essential items that they might not be able to afford or access on their own.
Twice a year we get food boxes from the bank with 3-day supply of food in it. University of Rhode Island gave us boxes, and they had a 6-day supply.
I get a lot of things. Cards sometimes for your birthday, and the Girl Scout cookies. I also received a mask that I guess the Girl Scouts made. It does make my day something special because it's a surprise. You don't know. You don't know what you're going to get. When we got the care package from the bank last year, and that was super.
So please, consider helping us with this year's annual event. Any donation or denomination you can help us with will be greatly appreciated. From $25 to $500 to $1,000, any dollar amount you can support us with is certainly welcome.
Him receiving Meals on Wheels really helped him to stay in his apartment for the last couple of years before I actually had to place him in assisted living.
Without Meals on Wheels, I'd be back in the hospital because I wouldn't be eating right.
And they was going to set me up in a nursing home. I'm very well here.
If it were my family, my father, my grandfather that needed that help, what a valuable service and the assistance that it would mean, not just for them, but for our entire family, and the way that ripples throughout the community and the goodwill that spreads throughout the family and the rest of the community is invaluable.
I think it's important because some people, they just don't care if they're not eating, or they get down in the dumps, or they just don't feel like preparing something. But by receiving Meals on Wheels, you get a nice meal, you get a nutritious meal. You just have to warm it up in the microwave. And also, like I said previously, you're also getting a safety check. And a smile and a very, very caring person.
Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island is deeply committed to the mission of Meals on Wheels in Rhode Island. Our missions, as we talked earlier, are highly aligned. We support a number of programs of Meals on Wheels. I am following in the footsteps of our CEO, Pete Marino, who did a great job on the board of Meals on Wheels, and I'm just thrilled to try to fill at least some of his footsteps. We support a number of programs for Meals on Wheels, including the Festival of Meals, a radio show, as well as other programs. Many of our staff serve as volunteers, and again, all of this is wrapped up in a strong commitment to the mission of the strength of what Meals on Wheels does with our seniors each and every day.
And like I said, the meal delivery was just wonderful for all the years that he was taken care of, and I appreciate it.
And I think what I enjoy the most is when you see the picture of the knock on the door from the volunteer from the Meals on Wheels Rhode Island program, and the door opens and there's the senior citizen there with a huge smile on their face, not just getting the meal, but like seeing the smile from the volunteer, and it like makes their day. And we know they're okay, and we know they're probably going to stay home for another day and keep them out of the hospital or nursing home. So that's probably the biggest thing that I still enjoy after 35 years.
You can't beat it. That's as simple as it can make it.
Our family's philanthropic responsibility to our community is really just rooted in how we run our business and how we've always lived our lives. Giving back is just good business for us, and it's something that we take very seriously and are really happy to be able to contribute.
I definitely feel Meals on Wheels keeps me healthy. I definitely feel it makes me safer. Also, like I said, I just think they're a wonderful organization, and I'm very happy with the staff and the people I talk to at Meals on Wheels. If there's ever a problem, I can call and they solve it right away.
We're hoping that the people watching this program today will help us raise over $30,000 for our home-delivered meal program between now and the end of the year. A contribution of $7.41 supports a home-delivered meal to one of our clients. $35 would support a week worth of meals to a senior in need. And if you can, $2,000 would support a year's worth of meals to a home-delivered client.
I'm grateful for the help I've gotten.
Wow, Ted, those stories were incredible.
I know, it's amazing what a difference Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island makes in the lives of these homebound seniors.
It's such an incredibly important organization.
It is, and I hope everyone watching this show with us today feels the same, because they need your help to continue in their work.
That's right. Meals on Wheels needs to raise $30,000 during Festival of Meals to support their programming.
And donating is easy. You can give online at www.rimeals.org, call 401-351-6700, or you can mail a donation to 70 Bath Street, Providence, Rhode Island, 02908. All of that information is right here at the bottom of your screen.
Please donate today. Our state's homebound seniors need your help.
Thank you for watching Festival of Meals, and don't forget, keep watching WPRI 12 News for all your local news.